Howdy! So today I'm going to make some broth using my Instant Pot. It's super easy, it tastes delicious, and it makes me feel better because I'm not wasting as much food. So what I'm going to do is I have a big old Costco chicken. It's actually 2 chickens that I've taken the meat off, and it's just the bones remaining. So save your Costco bones. The skin, anything that you're not going to eat from this, just all of that. I'm going to plop it right back into there. My Instant Pot. And the other thing I'm adding is my freezer bag full of cuttings. If you're not doing this, I highly recommend it. So basically, anytime that I'm, chopping up vegetables and I've got like, you can see like right there, I got like some celery roots at the end of the celery, onion skins and caps, garlic peels, like the long bits of fennel that I just couldn't figure out how to work with them, ends of carrots, just all of this stuff. I think I might even have some mushrooms in here. All of those things, take them and put them in a freezer bag. I've got one in my freezer at all times, and when it fills up, then I make some soup. But in this case, I had some Costco carcasses, so I'm going to take these, dump that in there too. Your broth is going to end up tasting different every time, just slightly, but it's still delicious and way better than the stuff you buy in the thing. Plus, you did not waste all of those veggie ends that you chopped off. Oh, and one more thing ended up in here too. This is the spine of a chicken. At one point we spatchcocked a chicken, and so that ended up in there too. I'm gonna have to work at that one to get it into the pot. Okay, this may require a little bit more working at it than I thought, because it's stiff, and instead of curling up, it's one really long thing. There we go. Okay, so it's the neck part, and here's the spine from earlier, and got it. Okay, so all that just goes in the Instant Pot, and it looks completely disgusting. I'm not gonna lie about that. It looks completely disgusting, like a bowl full of garbage, but trust me on this, you're gonna have delicious broth out of it. And all I'm gonna add here is water up to the fill line. I overfilled it. Okay. So now we have filled this with our garbage looking water, right? So, and now I'm just going to put the lid on. Check and make sure that your little steam doohickey is set to closed, the valve. Okay, I'm going to set this for soup broth. I like the middle setting. It's like an hour. You could make it faster than that, and you could take 4 hours to make it longer if you wanted to, but I found that there's not really a lot of benefit to that. So I'm just going to leave that going, and eventually I will end up with delicious broth. I will have to strain it and skim off any fat, but other than that, I mean, seriously, it's as easy as putting your trimmings in a bag, and your trimmings and your bones in a bag, and putting the Instant Pot, putting some water in it. Done. Delicious. And I'm going to take this bag, and I'm going to take this bag back upstairs, and it's going to go in my freezer again, and there you go. I'll put more, new veggie trimmings in it, and eventually end up with another bag full of delicious.
Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay.
I would skim the fat off first, or you're not going to bother? Okay.
Just going through.
Watch out, honey! It's double straining is not working for you. I don't know if you caught what was going on there, but we'd finished the broth late at night, and we hadn't wanted to deal with it, so we just tossed it in the fridge overnight to chill. The broth was too cool. It was gelatinous, and that meant that it didn't easily go through a double sieving process, which is normally works just fine and doesn't spill all over the place. Oh well, lesson learned. We'll deal with it a little bit warmer next time instead of chilling it down before we strain it.
Well, it's a little bit of a spill, but other than that.
Now, once you have delicious broth, you can use it right away if you're making a soup or something. You can put it in the fridge and use it within the week. You can freeze it to get it to last for longer, or freeze it inside ice cube tray and then put it in a freezer bag if you want to have more portion control that way. Most recently, we've been pressure canning our broth so that we have broth that will stay shelf stable for up to a year. We found that it was just too much of a pain to thaw the broth that we'd frozen. If you'd like to see more about that'll be coming in a future video. Meanwhile, thanks for hanging out with us. Everybody, have a great week.